Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamika and I am just getting back from the gym, and what I wanted to talk about fitness trackers or fitness devices. And if you've been following me, I have explained that over the last 2 years, I have lost over 40 pounds. And one way that I did this was by using fitness trackers, and they have changed over the course of the 2 years. So I just wanted to talk about the three that I'm using most currently, and also a fourth that I want to add in a little bit at the end. Fitness trackers are a huge investment. They are not cheap. So when you make a decision to buy a fitness tracker, I think that it really needs to be the best one for you, because buying multiples can lead to it being very expensive. So the first one I want to talk about, which I think is the most popular on the market. I'm seeing a lot of other influencers talk about this on their channel, and that is the Oura Ring. I have an Oura Ring right here. So let's talk about the pros first of this Oura Ring. What I can say that I like most about the Oura Ring is the look of it. I wanted to get away from watches. I've said it before, like I don't love these big bulky watches. So I like the idea of having a ring. I feel like it's more discreet. People know kind of what it is now when they see it, but you know, it just looks like a regular ring that I would wear. I don't have it on now because I'm just getting back, but I put a diamond ring around it, so it makes it look a little bit more elevated than just the ring. So I do try and dress the ring up a little bit when I'm wearing it more casually. So I think a plus is definitely the look of the ring, and it comes in a variety of colors, and I believe they have some new fun colors in their new collection as well. One of the pros is that I really love how it tracks my sleep. I love how it would say, hey, based on your day today, maybe you should go to bed between this time and that time to have an optimal day the next time. So I love the recovery feature, the sleep feature, and there are components of the app that really focus on wellness and providing a lot of different information on your health. I also liked that it identified that I was going through perimenopause, and it set up and walked me through some plans or some things that I can do as a woman in perimenopause and menopause. I really love that feature, like a coach and a guide through some of your health challenges. And what I find is that as the ring gets to know you, it provides more information, more options on things that you should be doing or not doing around your fitness. I just did a 12-minute mile. Like it had me run a mile, and then it gave me like, how is my running? What are the things that I can be doing better? How do I optimize? How does this 1 mile become a 5K to a 10K to a marathon? Like how do you build up your running? So it does give you great options like that within the ring and what it provides. And I would say that to me, the Oura Ring is more focused on wellness and not fitness. And that's what I'm trying to get used to. I typically buy these for fitness tracking. That is how I like to put in my workouts, see how many calories I've burned, see how many calories I should be burning during a workout. And the Oura Ring does not really do that in a way that I like. Another thing that I do not like is that it is a subscription service. So in order to get this information, you either have to pay a monthly or annual fee. And it just drives me crazy why everything has become a subscription service. Like, why can't we get this information for the purchase of this ring, which is very expensive? This ring cost between $350 to $500 for this ring. And then I have to pay a monthly service. I don't love that. And that's probably my biggest challenge on continuing this, because I don't know if it's giving me everything I need in order to meet the fitness milestones that I have. I think that's the best way of saying it. Personally, I like it from a wellness perspective, but I've had it for some time, but I'm still on the fence. Subscription services, I think that's just the thing that rubs me the wrong way. And also, to be very candid, it is really tracking my health. And I know I could do a deep dive to see who actually gets this information and how long they keep this information. But my information about my health is going somewhere. And that doesn't always sit right with me either. We just blindly sign off on these corporations having our health records, and that still rubs me the wrong way as well. But I think it's something that there'll probably be more debate and conversations on in the future, especially when I think about women who are tracking their periods and just a lot of female health and things like that. Who's getting that and why and what are they going to do with it? I know. That's just a question I'm asking. What do you think of that? I'm very curious. If you could let me know in the comments, what do you think about these subscription services and also the tracking of our personal health? I would love to hear your thoughts and whether or not you have an Oura Ring and how you feel about it as well. But I could say having a subscription service for everything is annoying. They even wanted to do a subscription service for my alarm clock. I love my Hatch. I'm not paying a subscription service to get more sounds. Like, that's crazy to me. I don't get it. All right. The second item I want to talk about is this one right here. And this is very niche and probably won't apply to everyone, but I want to give a review on it anyway. And this is my OT tracker. And I say that like everyone knows. This is what I use for when I attend OrangeTheory, and it's called the OT Tracker. And when you go to an OrangeTheory class, you are to wear this so it tracks your heart rate in order to give you certain points so you can gauge your overall milestones within the workout. I wanted to talk about this because I go to OrangeTheory probably 5 days a week. So I wear this. I actually wear all my fitness trackers at one time. I wear my watch, my OT tracker, and my Oura Ring. I'm wearing all of them at the same time. And I do that a lot just to try and compare my fitness. So I wanted to talk about this, especially if you are a person who's to OrangeTheory or is thinking about going to OrangeTheory. So when you go to OrangeTheory, the goal is to get a certain amount of what they call splat points. And that is your heart rate being at a certain level during the workout. And to have an optimal OrangeTheory workout, you are to get 12 splat points, and this is what tracks it. And I will have to say, this is the most finicky-est thing I have ever worn as a fitness tracker. There are some days that I get on the treadmill and it spikes up, and automatically during warm-up, I'm in the orange zone. That's what we call it, the orange zone. That's where we get our splat points. And then there's some days where I can't get out of the non-orange zone. And there's times where I'm struggling with my workout and my heart rate can't get into splat points. I wear it, but I don't really rely or depend on it as a way to track my overall fitness. That's why I wear 3 fitness devices during a workout class, because I don't feel like this is really optimizing or really giving me what I need. I believe that they are enhancing the bands to make them better. But right now, a lot of people don't even wear them because I don't really think they give the full breadth of what you're working out and giving you your full points. Because some days I'm working hard and it's not reflected in my splat points. I don't wear this outside of OT that often. There are times when I will go to my local gym or I'll go downstairs to our treadmill and I will log on to the OrangeTheory app. And the OrangeTheory app does have a way to connect. So you can track splat points from home. So I've done that a couple of times where I've worn this, gone on my treadmill downstairs and I've ran and it's tracked it. It's good. It keeps me still focused on trying to get those optimal calories burned when I'm not going to OrangeTheory. I do take it on vacation because on vacation, I do go to the gyms when I'm away. So it's still keeping OrangeTheory and keeping my training in OrangeTheory still front of mind, but I do feel that is inconsistent. It's not great. It's not something that I would use. I do say that losing 40 pounds, I will contribute it to OrangeTheory. That was the main workout and fitness that I did to lose those 40 pounds. And a lot of it was trying to get those flat points. And this is my second one. I lost my first one and I purchased the second one. I just don't feel like it works really well. And I don't think that it really does what I need for it to do now as far as tracking. So I'm happy that they've upgraded and they've got a new device, which I will consider purchasing because I want to be able to track much better at OrangeTheory. So this is the OT tracker, and it does what it does for those workouts, but it's very inconsistent. The next one, and I will take this off so I can show you, is my Samsung Watch 7. I've had this watch probably for a year, and before this, I always had a Fitbit. My Fitbit broke, so I decided to get the Samsung Watch 7. And out of all three devices, this is the best for tracking fitness. You can select the exercise that you're doing, and then it tracks your heart rate, what zones you're in, all of those things. There's a variety of different workouts. Of course, it tracks your steps. With the app, you can log in your food. It gives you your energy score. It gives you your sleep score. So this is more of a combination of a fitness and wellness tracker, where the Oura Ring is just, to me, mainly focused on wellness. And of course, with the watch, is you don't have to have a subscription service, none of that. It's just with the purchase of the watch. And of course, now these watches do a variety of different things that I do not use it for. I don't use it for calls. I don't use it for emails. I don't use it for alarms. I'm truly using all these devices for fitness. So I think from a financial perspective, it probably doesn't make any sense. I could probably do a basic fitness tracker because I don't use any of these bells or whistles. Maybe I look at the weather. Timers, don't really use it, but I think from a fitness perspective, the Samsung Watch 7 is definitely the best out of the two. And when I compare, after a workout, compare all three to see what was tracking the best, the Samsung Watch 7 is always the best tracker of my overall fitness and heart rate and everything during a workout. This, I believe, truly reflects what I'm putting into a workout better than the other two. And I think what is also missing from the Samsung watch, which is different from the Oura, like I feel like the Oura gives you a lot of direction on what you need to do better. The watch doesn't. It's just pure data. It doesn't provide any guidance. And as I have met some fitness milestones, it would be really nice to have a device that says, okay, Tamika, this is where you need to go next. The watch, I have not found, does that. I think with the Oura Ring, I think my challenge is because there's so much information, I still have to figure out how to dive in and find out what works for me, what doesn't. I just find the watch, which we know we've had watches much longer than we've had rings. I just know how to optimize and utilize the watch much better. I think the Oura Ring is fine. I really like it. I do not like that there's a subscription service that goes along with it. So I have to decide whether or not that is something I want to continue to do. But I really like the information it provides. And as I dive into the data and learn how to use the program much better, I think that I'll be able to really optimize my wellness goals and my fitness journey. The Samsung watch is just a typical fitness watch that I just use for fitness, do not use any of the other features, and I also don't like the way it looks. I'm wearing it now because I'm just getting back from the gym, but from day to day, I just put it on my ankle. And I'm putting it on my ankle because I just wanted to track my steps. So I think spending this much money on a watch was probably not worth it. And then with the OT tracker, which is very specific to OrangeTheory, I think that it does the job that it needs to do within the workouts. I don't love it. It's inconsistent, but hopefully they will be upgrading to a better program that tracks heart rate much better than this one does. But I would have to say, I would get rid of all of these. And this is my honest, true opinion. None of this is sponsored. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I would get rid of all three of these devices to have my Fitbit back. I really loved my Fitbit, and it just was not reliable. It would just break and stop working all the time. But that to me was the best combination of fitness and wellness of all three devices. I felt like with the Fitbit, like the goals were clear. I could set up clear goals. It lets me know whether or not I achieved those goals or not. As I got better and started meeting those goals, it would bring it to the next step. So I knew that I had to push myself even more. Like it gave me the motivation that I needed from a fitness perspective. I felt like it was a coach to me and not just a data collector, which I feel like the Oura Ring is. I don't know, something about this in collecting data just really does run me the wrong way. So I'm sorry, I keep circling back to that. I don't currently own a Fitbit anymore. Before I started this video, I checked my drawers to see whether or not I just had the broken one sitting around somewhere. I really feel like it is the real MVP of fitness devices. And if I could give up all three and have that worked, that didn't break, I would do it. So here is my takeaway. As I am learning, especially as I go into midlife, and my fitness journey has changed so much over the last couple years. And when I think about these trackers and devices, I think for me, and I think maybe many of you, you can tell me, is that what I know that I'm looking for from these devices are clarity, motivation, and sustainability. And it's gotta work well with my body. So thank you so much for watching this. And I just wanna know from you, what fitness devices are you currently using? Has it changed as you've reached into midlife? Have you gone from different devices as you've matured into your fitness or wellness journeys? I really would like to know if there's anyone who currently has the Oura Ring and truly like what you think about it. What do you think about the subscription service, and is it working for you? Or are you over tracking altogether? Have you just said, I'm done with the fitness trackers. I am just gonna do my exercises and not worry about tracking fitness. And please let me know if this has helped you at all. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and please comment. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.